When I was in the Amazon, I didn't really understand why I was there or if the trip was going to even impact me. And I knew it was going to take me a couple days to process everything that we had experienced. But I think yesterday when I was at home and I had just woken up, it took me a second to realize where I was, and I really started to process what I'd actually done the week before then. And I realized that it's hard to live in the moment, but then again, when you're living in the moment, you're not quite understanding everything you're experiencing. So I definitely needed the time away from the trip or the experience to process what we did, how it affected us, how it affected them, was it beneficial or not. The one thing I wanted to share with my mom and dad was the feeling I had in the orphanage. I had made connections with kids and adults through every village we have gone to, but it wasn't until the shy little girl came up to me in the orphanage and just sat down on me, and her holding my hands, it was a different kind of feeling that I had experienced in the other villages. It I felt I had a connection with her, and it's something that I probably won't forget. And it was just so interesting because she was so shy and just had the saddest look on her face. And it wasn't until we started she started playing with my hands, and all of a sudden I went and I cracked my knuckles, and she just started laughing, and I was like, what? She thinks it's funny? And I'm she just had the biggest smile on her face, and I was I didn't even try to make her smile, but at the same time it was the best feeling ever just to see her happy, because I knew she wasn't happy before then. Once again, it's just really important not to have expectations when you go into the trip. I know that's hard. I know that some people are well, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna have this amazing life-changing experience because that's what everyone else is saying, and you have to understand that that might not happen. You might not connect with anyone, and then you might connect with everyone. It's just how open you're willing to put yourself in these different situations and how uncomfortable you can make yourself, because we all have those comfort zones, but I was outside of my comfort zone the entire trip. There wasn't one thing that I was necessarily comfortable about, and I think that's what really affected me during the whole experience as a whole. And if I if I wouldn't have tried to speak Spanish to everyone, if I wouldn't have tried to act like a fool in front of the kids, if I wouldn't have not been okay with sleeping in mosquito nets, it would have been a completely different project term. And I'm glad I wasn't negative about being outside my comfort zone. I was glad I did it, but it was just something that I'd never really experienced to that extent before.